Hello, hello, hello. Bonjour. Bienvenue, I think, to Aviary Attorney. I still can't say it, you know. I want to say avian, and I don't know why, because I know it's not avian, it's aviary. Bonjour, Cowhome. Bonjour, Jackie. Bonjour, Ms. Cowhome, if you're also watching, or maybe you're not watching because you might get spoilers now that you've bought the game yourself, which is cool. Can't believe I have done a stream that made someone buy a game or influenced somebody into buying a game. That is pretty cool. How are you? How's your day? How's your day been? My day has been a day of being off and playing The Sims. Correctly this time, instead of blowing all my money on a vet clinic on day one. What the hell? Yeah, I know, right? It seems like it should be avian, because he is avian. I know he works in, his office is called Aviary Attorney, that's the company name. But, I don't know, I think Avian Attorney describes it better, because they are avian attorneys. But, I don't know, it's a bit late to change it now, isn't it? So, hey, who knows? Right then, I will freely admit that I did not make the effort to go back and watch last week's and make notes about what was going on. So, sorry about that. I have got a pen and paper with me now, just on the off chance that we need to write anything down. This is my book, which has got Stardew information in it, and Skyrim information in it. And what was the other thing I had in it? Something else. Hi Eddie, how are you? Return of the Burbs. Burbs strike back. Burbs crap on your car when you least expect it. Bastards. I could have sworn there was something else in this book, I don't know. Obviously not. No, Miss Cowhome off today. She's off having dinner with friends. Ah, okay. Well, I'm guessing if she's bought it and she wants to play it, she perhaps doesn't want to watch it too much more anyway. Please make sure that she saves the swan, because I need to know that in another existence, another parallel universe, the swan is still alive. Because that really upset me that she died because I failed to do my job. Yeah, so there we go. Right, pen and paper is ready. We were... Thank you. Perfect timeline. We were... I should have made a note of what the day one was, because we had 30... Was it 30 days or 33 days? To basically find the rebel scum, didn't we? But I cannot remember what day of the year we started on. I want to say it was like the 27th or something. Yeah, I really should have gone back, shouldn't I? So I remember that we went to the Notre Dame and we met the brother of the judge, didn't we? We met Remus. Judge Romulus's brother, Remus, and he told us about the word etam, because we were talking about how it was a shop in the 1990s, and possibly earlier. So I think that's going to be our keyword for when we go and meet the croque monsieur, which still makes me laugh. I'm really wishing I could remember where they told us the croque monsieur would be. It's going to be this, isn't it? The Rue de Marmosets? Yeah, because he said he hangs out there at 6 PM on a Friday, I think. Ah, bloody hell, really should have made notes. What I don't understand... Let's go to our... Maybe there's like some sort of notebook. Why is there no sound on this? Why have I got no sound? My computer had an absolute meltdown like 2 minutes before I started, whereas it started making a high-pitched noise and then kind of the screen went weird. I had to close the lid, open the lid again, and hope that it was okay. I think we're on full screen anyway. Stop dilly-dallying. I'm not dilly-dallying, Sparrowson. I'm trying to get the sound to work. I can't. What was the thing on The Princess Bride? There's like a rhyme, isn't there? The chalice with malice or something. I forget. Let me just see if I can... What is my sound doing? Oh, I know what I think it's trying to do. God, this computer, I swear to God, every single time. Let's just... It's trying to play the sound through the second monitor. And... obviously that's not working. Right, let's just put that to 20. Nope, still no sound. Oh, come on, you stupid game. What's going on? The gatto from the chateau. Sorry. Technical issues. I had technical issues last time, didn't I? I had a black screen, which was super helpful. I think this is because I plugged into the second monitor at the wrong time. What does that even mean? Is it this? Do we have sound now? No? Oh. Sorry guys. I'm just gonna, I think, exit, and I'll just put you back on there. I'll just exit and try and launch it again. Sound now. Voice now. Yeah, that was alright. It's just it's not playing any game sound to me. But I think it's because I plugged the second monitor in after. It gets a bit huffy about, believe it or not. I'd really not rather have to do an entire reboot of the whole blooming computer. Sound. Recording. Hello John, by the way. Sorry, didn't say hello. Right, microphone, yes. Playback sound. Speakers, yes. Okay, so play me a sound then. Check sound capture is using the right desktop device. Sound capture in OBS. It's not even playing any sound into my ears. Yeah, that's what I just did. Playback devices, right? I've changed it to speakers, which is the actual computer itself. Take the headphones off. Sounds better. Quick, put it back on. It just said, based on the drawings of JJ, that guy that you saved sent us the thing for. So yeah, and the music of Sanson. So there we go. We hear things, we see things. I don't know what that was all about. It was obviously having a massive huff. Deke support for the win. Always with the Deke support. Right then. Okay. So yes, continue. Continue. There we go, there's that boom noise that always scares me every time those doors shut. Boom. Right, so it seems like we don't have access to any kind of notebook. It's expecting us to have remembered everything from previous times, which I haven't. So I am 90% confident that it was a Friday. You're at the swimming pool. Nice. God, you take yours. Do you watch Twitch like everywhere, like walking the dog, going to the pool? I'm fairly sure it was 6 PM on Friday, and I think it was at that Rue de Marmosets. So when we get to that day, I think we need to go there. And I don't think we had any other clues particularly that needed noting down, did we? So where have we not been? We've not been here. That was the bridge from the previous case. That's the hospital where Ibsy ended up after he ate the chocolate wrapper. Like a brainiac. That's the Louvre. That's the shopping place where the Swan used to work. Microsoft HoloLens, so you can have Twitch in front of your face at all times. Wow, like Ready Player One or something. We did go back to the Fox, and he told us that he was sorry, but he couldn't find out much except that the Croque Monsieur would be at this place at that time, and that he'd need a code word, but the Fox couldn't find out what the code word was. But somebody said, I can't remember who, it might have been Jay, said that the code word that the wolf in the Notre Dame told us about a particular Bible passage, and there was a word in there that was etam. So we were guessing that was going to be the code word. He said it was a significant Bible passage that you might really want to read or something. So we'll assume that it's that. Like Ready Player One, but the protagonist is likeable. Ooh, sick burn, John. Sick burn. Why do you not like him? Library. Cool. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to press that. We find nothing of interest. The friar is nowhere to be seen. I'm hoping. I don't think this has cost me a day. I think this is one that, yeah, didn't have a clock by. Thank God for that. That's the Chocolate Emporium where we should have gone back to last time. That's the pub. That's the Fox Investigator. That's the chateau from the first case, which surely can't have any relevance to this case? I don't know. How much do you think it interweaves? That's the prison, and that's our office. So I think the most interesting place that we've not been to yet is this one. So we shall go here. Oh, look at this guy. He looks permanently surprised. Massive fat dog. Gustave. Are you Monsieur Gustave Trouve? Trove? I'm going to go with Trove. You just don't think you'd like him if you met him at Wi-Fi Wars? Well, he'd be quite competitive, wouldn't he? Old Parsival. Or Wade, or whatever his name is really. Call him Parsival, because that's what he is for most of the book. Because I have read the book, I just haven't seen the film. Because I don't like going to the cinema, because I don't like people. Oh. Are we debt collectors, or are we lawyers? I think we should probably be honest, shouldn't we? We have no reason for him to want to fear for him. No reason to want him to fear us. Trove. I'm going to call him Trove, because I know the word Trove. We're lawyers sent on behalf of Dr. Falret. We're here to collect a debt that you owe. Oh no, we are! Shite. I forgot. He offered us money off Ibsy's hospital bill if we did some debt collecting for him, didn't he? Yes. Oh well. At least we've been nice to him, so maybe he's more likely to pay us. Licensing bans. Yeah, my boss went to see the film, and I read the book, and then I actually gave him a copy of the book for his birthday because I knew he'd absolutely love it, and he did. So he went to see the film the day it came out and stuff, and he really loved it. And I was asking him what they'd changed without any spoilers, and he just sort of gave me a loose workaround of this was different and that was different, but but he still loved it. He didn't care that it was different. I completely forgot about my bill. Cinemas are awful, aren't they, Pie? Because people are in them, and it's like, I don't want to sit with a bunch of people I don't know watching a film. I want to sit in a contained environment that I can control, where I can control what noises are going on and who's eating. Pie is number one because he donated the most bits this week. This week? It's week, isn't it? Fucking people, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I have a thing about about the sound of people eating. So people eating popcorn and whatever just does my head in. People eating anything sound off does my head in. Misophonia, if you're interested in looking it up. And people talking throughout a film, just people being a pain in the arse, basically. 400. Was it 400 pi? Was it? You're going to do the same hype that you do for Jay's stream. Laughing at the accents. Yeah, people laughing at it like wrong places, people talking during quiet bits. It's just people being stupid, sodding people. So yeah, I like to wait for films to come out and watch them at home. Or, you know, buy them. Well, in the old days you would buy them on DVD. Don't really do that anymore. So I guess I'll be watching it when it comes to Netflix. Whenever that might be. So, second overall. Hang on. Let me just have a look, because you obviously clearly want to know, don't you? You can probably see better than I can, actually. Yeah, you can, because I can't get to the page with it on. Why do they sell noisy... I'm not even playing the game here, we're just ranting about the cinema. We'll have 2 minutes of ranting about the cinema, and then we'll continue with the game. Yeah, so the last film I went to see in the cinema was... oh my god, what was it called? It was like a... You know, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, that kind of martial arts, but like an artsy martial arts film. I want to say it was called Fearless or something like that. I went with my dad. It was quiet, it was midweek, that was fine. Genuinely though, don't really like it. Before that, the last films I went to see were the Lord of the Rings trilogy. That's how long ago it was. Fun fact. Bad moms. Not your idea. Was that a bad mom, bad date? Yeah, the Marvel stuff is another whole other conversation, because I've seen Thor and that's pretty much it. So, anywho, let's let's move on. I would be happy to pay, but it looks like I don't quite have enough money on hand. What to do? What to do? I know! Massive exclamation mark. I have a brand new invention that will blow the doctor's socks off. A device that will completely revolutionise the surgical field. I imagine he'd prefer hard cash over a gadget, particularly an untested gadget. Sorry, John, I feel obliged to spoil it with games, sorry. Especially this game, because I tweeted earlier, I was like, I've been thinking about this game on and off throughout the whole week since last week. Not just because of the Swan issue, but... yesterday afternoon I was actually genuinely sat at work really frustrated that it wasn't today and I was playing it because I kind of missed it. So, hi Tash! Yo yo yo! It's not The Sims, I'm sorry. This baby will easily be worth 10,000, no, 100,000 francs. He's on Dragon's Den, isn't he? The doctor will love it. A wild Tash appeared. She used snooze, it was super effective. Oh, right, we're going to take the device, okay. Fine. Well, it's not that simple. It isn't finished yet. Oh, dude, just give us the money. Oh, God, it's a fetch quest! I'm missing some crucial parts. Perhaps if you had some time to spare, you could help me run out and collect what I need. I could, or perhaps you could. Dear Lord. Yeah, exactly, J-Dub. No, monsieur, that's absurd. If you have shopping to do, you should do it yourself. Pie had pie for tea. How meta is that? That's awesome. Ipsy Sparrison, why are you on his side? You only watch streams at the most awkward moments, like being at the swimming pool or picking up dog poop or whatnot. I can't spend the rest of my life in debt. Oh, okay, yeah, he has got a bit of an invested interest in getting this bill paid off, hasn't he? Okay, don't get all panicky. We'll hear him out at least. I'll take notes. Please do take notes! But put them somewhere where I can access them in the game. That would be great. What do we need? Let's see. A copper pot. As in a saucepan. What for? Right, I'm going to write this down because who knows if we'll get reminded of what these things are. Carrying a sticky bag of poop as Pie rages on Mario. That's Wednesday. It takes notes, hides them somewhere. Little bastard. I can use it to build a portable electric battery. You see, when a zinc rod is suspended in sulfuric acid, accompanied by a copper surface, a current is generated. Spare us the science! Save me your scientific mumbo-jumbo. One metal pot should be trivial to acquire. One copper pot. The copper pot is important. Okay, one copper pot. I wonder where we could find one. at the market, but they're not cheap. I can't help but feel that I saw a copper pot somewhere else. Oh. Should we have spotted a copper pot somewhere, do we think? String. High-grade string to bind some components of the device together. Simple enough. I imagine the market would have that in abundance. Can we afford to blow our whole budget at the market? Surely there's a cheaper way to acquire string. Well, we could steal it from somewhere, but, you know, we are lawyers. I have a loose thread on my jacket, take it. The string must be higher quality than that. I need something that's fishing line grade. Our friend the fisherman, the not a fisherman person who fishes. He will have fishing line wire. Yes, and I guess he'll be at the bridge. Yes, a plan is coming together. Fishing wire. Note it down. Some books, confectionaries, alcohol, groceries, perhaps. Oh, that's everything. Okay, 2 things. That's good. Ibsy Sparrowson has written down 2 items on our list. And now we get a shopping list. I feel a bit conned. We came here to collect on a debt and left with a shopping list. But we'll get the items, right? We'll see. Well, if we don't get the items, we're not going to get any money off him, so... You know. Right, we'll treat that as a side quest. And not rush to do it straight away, I don't think. Oh god, Sammy Dogbot, I forgot to change it again. He's still going to be asking for ice. It's not warm enough for ice. Never mind. I should have turned that off. Never mind. Next time. Right, so it's too early to go there. I've just been there. That's the market to get his stuff. That's the bridge to get the wire from the fishing bird. Hospital. Louvre. Library. Guess we could go back here, can't we? Just on the off chance that he's heard something or whatnot. I guess it's no surprise. Of course I remember. You are the ones who ask many questions and buy little chocolate. Yes, that is us. Ha 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 ha. Thanks for being patient with us. Have you heard of the croque monsieur? And savoury characters. There we go. One time I was hiking through the mountains of the Netherlands. There are no mountains in the Netherlands! And I was accosted by an overzealous tulip salesman. I threw a fistful of Dutch rubles at him and made a hasty retreat. I can't help but wonder about their legitimacy as well. But for some reason his tangential rants don't bother me. We are looking for a person called the Croque Monsieur. Does that name sound familiar? No, monsieur. ... Do you know anything about an uprising? Rebellion, rebel scum. There are always rumours of rebellion in Paris. The citizens whisper in the shadows, the bourgeois cower in fear. Yes, yes, but have you personally heard anything specific? No. ... Well, that was a waste of time. You never know though, Falcon. There might have been something. You may want to perhaps buy some chocolate. Maybe. Maybe. Better as a chocolate salesman than a rumour mongerer. Oh yes. I suppose we should be polite. I'm looking to buy a box of chocolates for a friend. Is it this friend? May I have a recommendation? Could it be? Am I the friend, J-Dub? Is this a gift for me? If you're looking for something romantic, then perhaps an elegant heart-shaped selection from Tuscany would suit you. Romantic, you say? Ipsy's getting worried. Oh, that's brilliant. And neither of them are here. Oh. Pi, can you clip that for me? Or anyone who can clip it for me. How could I decline such a scrumptious gift? No, that wouldn't work. Do you have anything that would be suitable for any occasion? Like generic chocolate. Perhaps you want this box of 20 creamy chocolate swirls from London. They are very sweet. Nobody can resist. Yes, those are perfect. Oh, someone else clip it. John's at the swimming pool. Pie's doing Eddie, Tash. Cow home. It depends what you're watching on, I suppose, doesn't it? If you're watching on an app, I don't know how easy it is to clip, but no worries, we can always get it. It'll be on the VOD, won't it? Those are perfect. Take them, Falcon. J-Dub. Take them. I was asking if you could clip something, but the moment's sort of past now. For pity's sake, Ibsy, why are you being so fidgety? No reason. Cut it out, it's weird. Those would work nicely, monsieur. How much are they? 5 francs. Perhaps a little steep for some, but I assure you their quality more than justifies the price tag. Can I get a discount? How much have we got? No, we're not going to know. I'll take them. Pretty sure we had quite a large amount. May I have them wrapped? Certainly, monsieur. J-Dub. What? I just want to say you have been a great friend and an inspirational mentor. I have ample amounts of respect for you as a person, and you do know that these chocolates aren't for you, right? Oh. Poor Ibsy. ... Oh, this is an awkward moment in the J-Dubsy bromance. it's like they're gonna fall out. Oh no. Yeah, I knew that. Good, just making sure. You're breaking my heart, J-Dub. John, please clip this. Somebody clip this. Oh, bless them. This could be the beginning of the end. Broken J-Dubsy. Here you are, I'm sure the recipient will enjoy them. Who is the actual recipient then, I wonder? Thank you, monsieur. Thank you for putting up with our endless questions. Heh, it has been my pleasure. Okay, well, we've gained a box of chocolates, so presumably that's going to be useful somewhere down the line. I don't know, but it is Friday, and I am 90% sure it was said Friday, so I think we need to go here and hopefully we'll meet the croque monsieur, who is indeed a crocodile! Do you remember J-Dub said he hoped it would be a crocodile with that name? And it is. Amazing. A very sly looking character, but yeah. Excuse me, monsieur. I don't recognise yous fellas. He's a cockney. What's the password? The password? Etam. Oh, I took you for bird brain cops, but you actually know the secret password. So what do you want? Start with introductions. You are the croque monsieur, are you not? I took the wrong moment to drink coffee there. He spat it out. That's the croque monsieur to you. Mon Dieu, people always get the pronunciation wrong. I'm not really hearing the difference. In any case, monsieur, croque monsieur, my name is... Don't tell me, you idiot. Bringing up names can mess up an entire meeting. Why do you think I use an alias? Just tell me what you want. Drugs, guns, explosives, slaves? Come on, I don't have all day. Well, to be honest, what I really want is... What did we want? I can't even remember. Was it information? Were we supposed to be getting a gun? The dog in the pub had a gun, didn't he? Because that's how we found out about the croque monsieur. I don't suppose we don't actually want one, do we? We just want the information. The gun was just a way to get him to tell us about this guy. So, information. I know you've been supplying weapons to a rebel group. I want to know everything. Who they are, where they're meeting, what they bought from you. Heh. If I sold out my customers, it wouldn't be good for my reputation, now would it? I suppose that's true. Just kidding. Money beats integrity any day. Pay me 500 francs and I'll give you the dirt. What? 500 francs? That seems a bit steep. This intel is probably worth 50,000 francs to the Parisian police. I'm giving you a bargain. I don't have 500 right now, dude. I literally do not. I'll tell you exactly when and where you can find them. We literally don't have the option to. Do you take checks? Very funny. And no, I don't take pocket lint either. It's cold hard Napoleons only. Well, well, well. Uh-oh. Oh no! Santa murder! It's the fuzz! Cheese it! Cheese it, lads! Wait, wait, Monsieur Croque-Monsieur, come back. Never fear, J-Dub. I'll tail the dastardly fellow. Off he goes. Don't get too close, Ibsy. That crocodile's got a gun. What's all this ruckus? Playing cops and robbers, are we, J-Dub? Are you blind, Severin? That was the Croque-Monsieur. We were on the crux of extracting some vital information about the rebels, and your smug entrance just ruined everything. Were we on the crux, though? We didn't have the 500 Napoleons, so... See you later, John. Feel free to drop back in if you have chance. I plan to stay on till 8-ish. Thank you for coming, as always. Says Cocorico. That was the Croque-Monsieur. I never would have guessed, despite him being a crocodile. You don't sound very concerned. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm quite impressed that you managed to track him down. But I have something much more pressing to discuss with you. More pressing than finding the rebels? Perhaps. Perchance. Mayhap. JJ, I want you to answer this question sincerely and honestly. Oh no! Did you go by a different name prior to enrolling at Paris Law School? What? What? What does that have to do with the investigation? Or anything for that matter? I'd appreciate it if you just answered the question, JJ. I need to hear it from your own beak. Have you ever gone by a different name? Well, we don't know what it is, but we know that he has because it's been mentioned several times. So... Damn you. Yeah, I forgot to change the ice cube thing. Sorry. I'll leave myself a note to do that. Actually, I'll write it on here. Change dogbot. Command. So, I think I'll go with honesty. A man has a right to change his name. A man has no name. Indeed, but why would a man do such a thing? I don't appreciate your tone. Wait, that's it. The inspector ordered you to dig up some dirt on me, didn't he? ... Answer me, Severin. What is going on? What did he say? ... Man, that croc can run. It appears you are making solid progress with your investigation into the group. I'll be sure to let the inspector know. Where are you going? We haven't finished our discussion. We have. I've learnt what I came here to find out. Oh shit, have I dropped us in it? Good day! I said good day. J-Dub, I said good day, Ibsy. Oh shit. What was that all about? Doesn't matter, he's poking his beak where it doesn't belong. Heh, nosy blighter. So tell me what happened. You lost the Croque-Monsieur, I take it. Yeah. He looks like a stumpy reptile, but he ran like a gazelle. I lost him in no time at all. I see. Well, with that lead our investigation has reached a dead end. Not entirely. He dropped something during the chase. What did he drop? I'll show you. Follow me. Yeah, he wasn't wearing Crocs, because if he had been, he wouldn't have been able to run that fast. Wheeze. I think you need to do more exercise, Ibsy. Don't judge me! Wheeze. Ow. 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 What is it now? Muscle cramp? No, my foot's hurting. I think I got something in my shoe. They wear shoes? What? Why are they wearing shoes? They're birds. And yes, I know they're wearing clothes as well, and hats and everything else, but for some reason I assumed that none of them were wearing shoes because they have bird feet and not feet that could wear shoes. Oh my god. Grit your beak and bear it. This is around where you saw him drop something, right? Why didn't you pick it up, Ibsy? Somewhere around here. Let's put on our investigation hats and find whatever it is. They've probably got... Oh, God! That would freak me out so much if they had human feet like they've got human hands. Oh, my God. That's a... Oh, that is tonight's nightmare right there. Oh, wow. I'm guessing it's going to be this piece of paper, but we'll look at the other stuff as well. Because why not? An empty cart. Someone has scrawled the word Descartes on it. The owner's name, perhaps. You passed out on Stardew. You've got to be careful about that, man. You lose your stuff. If you're in the mines, you will lose actual stuff, so be careful. See the graffiti? De Wal. Somebody thinks de funny. Sigh. Less sigh. Does that street lamp look broken to you? Yep, I think all these lamps have been vandalised. The ground is covered in glass from the broken panes. Oh, that explains why my foot hurts. It does. Ding! There's glass in the sole of my shoe. I must have trodden on some shards while chasing after the croque monsieur. Oh no, my good shoes are ruined. Ruined! I wouldn't say good, you paid 20 cents for them. File this away in the evidence folder. You want me to file away the broken glass? Yes, I'm filing an official formal complaint to the government. This street lamp has ruined my shoes and I am owed compensation. I think they've got better things to do than worry about your 20-cent shoes, Ibsy. We'll see about that. Oh well, they might come in useful for something? Dunno. Anything else? What's this? The sign is difficult to read. The paint has faded. Trodel fruitier. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. There's no way it says that. You just made those words up. All words are made up, J-Dub. ... Bless Ibsy. Yeah, you can't get to 2 AM. I thought I'd mentioned that. Had I not? So if not, then sorry. But yeah, once it gets to midnight in Stardew, you start to get tired and you'll wake up the next day with less health than full health. And if you get to 2 AM, it literally, you drop to the ground wherever you are, wake up in bed. And they charge you, remember, they charge you, is it 50 gold for taking you home and putting you to bed? So don't do it. I see hanging bushels of onions. Bushels? That can't be right. It's sprigs. Sprigs of onions? How about bundles of onions? That's pretty neutral. Confederacies of onions. Okay, we're done. Flocks of onions. We're done. That sounds like a conversation we'd have on Discord. Right, just this little note then. Ding! This is the thing you dropped. It's a list. 40 muskets, 20 pistols, gunpowder, 3,000 musket balls, to be delivered to the sleeping city. Ooh, it's an invoice. There are no names, but they're probably intended for the rebels. Excellent find, Ibsy. Excellent work. Good job. It was nothing. But the sleeping city, where could that be? Well, it's a city that sleeps a lot, so Spain would be my guess. Wow. Xenophobic much. Pretty sure the location is not a literal city. One thing, we already know the city where the rebels are gathering, which is right here in Paris. Sleeping city is a code phrase, like a riddle. A riddle, huh? I feel I should be writing this down. Sleeping city. Well, I'm stumped, and humming is getting us nowhere. We must find someone who can solve it. We need a person who is knowledgeable about all manner of riddles and puzzles. A know-it-all, huh? Precisely. In the meantime, I'll file this away for safekeeping. Is it the Raven at the prison, do you think? Has he been giving us riddles when we've gone there? Do you think he dropped anything else? I don't think he did, because I'm pretty sure I've... Oh no, hold on, covered everywhere. Noah's bar. All animals are welcome. Except mosquitoes. You bloodsuckers can get your fix someplace else. Noah feels pretty strongly about mosquitoes. Well, he has a point. I'm not saying all mosquitoes are bloodsuckers, but whoa, J-Dub, keep it classy. I'm just stating facts. Okay, that's a bit weird. Right, come in. Yes, 2 at a time. Only 2 of each of you. Right, I think we've covered everything there. I think we're done here. Okay, I guess we can always come back if we think we've forgotten something. So yeah, somebody that can help us with a riddle. Puzzles and riddles. This has now got a clock on it. So it could either be the librarian in here, or the raven, rook, crow, whatever he is, in the conciergerie. What do you reckon? Thoughts? Thoughts from the chat. What do you think? While I drink some very cold coffee. Oh, that's one of those things that doesn't take up any time. While you're suggesting where we go next, I'll do this cutscene. Oh, who's this guy? Girl. Guy? Girl? Girl. Frere Remus, is this room to your liking, mademoiselle? Don't call me that. My apologies, madame, but what are your thoughts? Is the room suitable? It's dark, cramped, and more than a little macabre, but it'll do. Excellent. I've hired private security to guard the entrance 24 hours a day. Rest assured your weapons are safe. Tell me, Friar, are we doing the right thing? This Friar seems very dodgy. For all that he was trying to help us by telling us the thing about the code word. Cannot be changed without bloodshed. No revolution without revolution. Surely you're not having second thoughts. I want nothing more than to serve justice to the corrupted rulers of this country. When the time comes. Wow. I'll be the one to pull the trigger. Holy crap. With her freaky human fingers. Ugh. He's probably brothers with the judge. Oh yeah, he is, isn't he? Because he told us that. He said he was his twin brother. And that he hadn't seen him or something, like, because they'd chosen different paths in life, I think. But they both seem pretty dodgy. So I think they've probably actually chosen slightly more similar paths than they realised. But right, I think we'll ask. This gained a clock after we did that other one, so I think maybe we'll try here with the puzzle / riddle. Do you think Nathan likes riddles? Of course, all librarians like riddles. Sweeping statement. Seems like a bit of a stereotype, that's all I'm saying. We just have to hope it's true. That boffin is our best chance at getting to the bottom of this. Let's put our polite faces on. They're the same faces all the time. Good day, Dromio and Dromio. I feel like I should get that reference and I don't. Good day, monsieur. It's a pleasure to see you again on this fine day. Tell me, my kind monsieur, do you like riddles? Of course. Here's one for you, messieurs. What has 2 mouths and 4 ears, yet talks twice as much as it listens? Is it us? Is it J Dubsy? I think it might be. But we're not going to get to actually answer it, are we? You! It's you, messieurs. You. You come here yammering and yelling, never stopping to close your beaks for 1 minute. Oh, haha, very good. Laugh, Ibsy. We need to get into his good books. Ha 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 ha! God, that's a Final Fantasy X moment right there, isn't it? Ha ha ha! What was that? Sorry, I can't fake laugh. God. Stop this farce! You obviously have some inane riddle that you want solving. Let's hear it. Spit it out. Yeah, it could be. I feel like I should know that it's a Shakespeare reference, being an English graduate, but I don't. Embarrassing much. If we were to say there is a place called the Sleeping City in Paris, where would it be? That's a new one. The Sleeping City. Dot, dot, dot. Got it! Really? Of course, it was trivially easy. There are plenty of locations that could be called a sleeping city, but only one place earns that title in Paris. You Google it, Cowhome. Enlighten us. It's going to be like the fool character from a Shakespeare play, isn't it? Like he's saying that we're both fools. We know the answer, of course, obviously. We're just fact-checking to make sure you got it right. Think it through. What kind of city is only inhabited by those who sleep all day and all night? The city of the dead. It's a cemetery, isn't it? I was thinking red light district at first. I was like, oh, it's gonna be the like the flower world in geisha culture, or something like the floating world. But yeah, it's gonna be a cemetery, isn't it? Got it, Spain. No, Ibsy, it's not Spain. That's not a city. But perhaps he's referring to the capital of Spain, Madrid. Nice sleepy place. Spain, Madrid. You are really dense, aren't you? It's a good job they're not here, isn't it? Sleep is a metaphor. Actually, it's one of the oldest and most powerful metaphors in the history of literature. It symbolises death itself. The sleeping city obviously refers to a city of the dead. A necropolis. Think, messieurs, think. Use your puny avian brains. Do we have any necropolises in Paris? Twin brothers from the Comedy of Errors. There you go. Now we know. Of course we do. The catacombs. Oh, great. I love the idea of going into the catacombs. Very good. That's the first semi-intelligent thing you have managed to say all day. Dot, dot, dot. You have more questions, don't you? How do we get there? Tell us about the catacombs. Give us a brief rundown on their history. The cemeteries of Paris were overflowing by the end of the last century. It was a mess, from what I hear. To create space, King Louis XVI ordered for old skeletons to be excavated and put into the unused mine tunnels that lie under the city. So with a little renovation and many years of hard work, the mines were successfully turned into a subterranean mausoleum. So it's a grave for a few thousand skeletons. Millions more. Oh God, I don't want to go in there. Don't underestimate the size of the tunnels, messieurs. How do we get in? The bourgeois like to tour the catacombs, don't they? Correct. It is quite the tourist hotspot some 20 years ago. But if you're hoping to pay a visit, you are too late. The church had all the entrances sealed shut fairly recently. Because the church is run by Friar Remus, who wants to use it as his base, I suspect. Believe it or not, they consider the turning of a mausoleum into a tourist attraction to be in poor taste. Alright. They should have all the entrances, really. Surely there must be one or two left untouched. If there is, it's not public knowledge. I see. That's all. I think we're done here. Thank you very much for your time. I said good day! There must be some way to get in. Be connected to the sewers, right? One would have thought so. So we need to find the right manhole and boom, we're in spooky, scary skeleton town. That's a good idea. Maybe it connects to the Seine. Perhaps some swimming is in order. You're going to get yourselves killed. If you really wish to visit them, you should be best off asking those responsible for the closures. I can say the animation of JJ shaking the water off his head is imminent, isn't it? The dead people? The church, monsieur. The church would know if any unsealed entrances still exist. Right. But would Friar Remus tell us the truth, do we think? Bum, bum, bum. Well, I guess we should just go and ask him. Sound like the present. Ooh, hello. Did you sneak out to the Louvre again? I keep telling you, brother, you can't risk being... They are in cahoots! Cahoots are afoot! There is too much at stake. But the good word must be spread, my brother. We need as many supporters as possible. No more sulking in the shadows, no more cowering in the dark. We must rise up against our oppressors. Before I forget, here's your pen back. I borrowed it. Isn't that the pen that... Oh, what happened to yours? I lost it. That's the pen that we found in the river. They're cahooting. So careless. Don't sweat the petty things, brother. Let's focus on removing the obstacles that stand in the way of our father's dream. Green ink, yes! Is this steam? What do you mean? Qu'est-ce que c'est, pie? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Like the annoying little bird who's been poking his beak into our business. He is dangerously close to uncovering our secret. I am playing this. I downloaded it on Steam, yes. Discord was saying I was playing it, so I think, yeah, it's tied to Steam and stuff. I don't know. Does it matter? So, hang on a minute. Let me just get this straight. This guy actually basically gave us the information we needed to speak to the game, to speak to the croque monsieur. So why is he so concerned about about us poking our beak into the business? It's like, if he was that concerned, why did he just not give us the password? You know? I don't get it. Anyway. We'll just have to gloss over that, I think, yeah. Yeah, about Steam. Every time I put something on during the day when I'm off or whatever, I get a chat pop up from Ibsy straight away because he's usually at work and he has it on his desktop saying, "What you playing? What you playing? What you doing?" Every single time. It's like he's stalking me. I have a trap in mind. Oh God. Ah, someone's coming! Go hide! Not just someone, it's the actual person you were literally just talking about. My brothers have returned. What can I do for you today? A confession, perhaps? Actually, we are here for information. We want to learn about the catacombs that lie under Paris. Catacombs? You don't want to go there, my brother. It's a wretched, haunted place. Where my armoury is being stored. I'm sure it is, but we know that oh, I pressed a button. I hadn't read it. Sorry. We figured there's maybe a super secret friar-only entrance that only you know about. Secret entrance, that's an interesting idea. You know, you are not the first birds to have asked about that. Really? Yes, yes. A cockerel paid a visit yesterday. Oh, great. Perfect posture and snooty, or one-eyed and scowling? The first. A prosecutor, I think he said he was. Anyway, I'll tell you the same thing I told him. If you venture into the catacombs, you will not return. Understood. Was that a threat? No, no, just a friendly word of caution. We wouldn't want anyone to get lost in the endless maze, would we? Now, if you will excuse me, I have a sermon to prepare. Be on your way. Ooh, another dead end. We could tell the inspector what we found and call it a day. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe we should just tell the police so we've got enough information. And we've got the note as evidence. Why are we trying to do this ourselves? Oh my God, he's bloody pickpocketed the friar. Seriously? Again? This is becoming a bad habit for you. Go on then, let's see what you pilfered. That's the pen! Now we've got two. What? You found this pen in the friar's robes. Yep. Interesting. Actually, more than interesting. This is amazing. This is the exact same pen that Judge Romulus uses. Dun dun dun! Even with the same green ink. Do you think it's the same pen, or do you think they just have a matching set? I honestly don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's what we needed, wasn't it? Evidence that tied... Yeah, I've repressed all that now. They may come in handy. I'm going to keep hold of it. Diddly-dee. We're still at a dead end though. My gut tells me the friar's hiding something, but I can't get him to cough up. I can't really beat information out of him. Let's go and do other stuff, and maybe we'll stumble across some more clues. Yes, maybe. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Oh, but where to go now? This has now got another timer on it. Yeah, it was... We needed some way of proving that he'd been in contact with her before or something. I can't remember. Yeah, we could rack our brains. We'd have to go back and watch it. It was either prove... Yeah, we didn't have the chocolate proof. I'm just going to make myself angry if I try and remember. So, you argue between yourselves. Or not, and I will, like, pretend that it never ever happened. So sad. Right, he still needs his stuff, so we need to try and find fishing wire and a copper pot. It was something about proving the pen was his, yeah. It isn't the rude lawyers. You know you owe me, big guy. I owe you? Ah, yeah. My fishing line snapped when I dragged you out of the water the other day. I had to buy a new reel. So you owe me 2 francs for the fishing line and 1 million francs for saving your life. I don't have 1 million and 2 francs. But you look so bourgeois. Alright, I tell you what, 2 francs for the line and we'll call it even. Fine, take your 2 francs. It's a gift of gratitude for saving my life. Much thanks. Why are you here? Why are we here? Oh yeah, we have some questions. Have you heard of the croque monsieur? Nope. Doesn't ring any bells. Strange name though. Did he name himself after the sandwich, or was the sandwich named after him? No idea. I can only aspire to have a sandwich named after me one day. The sparrows and thick slices of white bread, mayonnaise, cheese, chicken. Chicken? Are they cannibals? What the hell? Bacon, slices of sausage, honey glazed ham. Does sound like a good sandwich. Why would they eat chicken? This is terrifying. You'll give us all heart attacks. How's the fishing? Caught anything good? Today, not a kipper. The new line is good, but I've run out of good bait and it's practically useless by itself. That's quite an issue. To have a sandwich named after you is a good life goal. The J Dubsy sandwich. Part whatever he wants and part whatever he wants inside bread. Chickens without normal hands in a sandwich. Oh, what? It's just weird. Hey Falcon, do you think the fishing line would work as the high-grade string he wanted? Yes, that's why I'm trying to get it. Mr. Kingley, since you aren't catching anything, could we take that new fishing line off your hands? Sure, what's it worth? Didn't we already go over this payment business? That was compensation for the old fishing line. If you want this new fishing line, that's a whole separate matter. Also, I saved your life, remember? And I was polite enough not to rub that fact in your face. Much. Fine, fine. How much did it cost? 10 francs. There is no way that line cost 10 francs. You're right, it cost 1, but I added a little markup. That's obscene. Yeah. You can provide me with some killer bait, I'll give you the line for free. But if he has the bait, he needs the line. Why would he do that? Killer bait, like worms? Sure, worms, sweets, whatever. So what'll it be? Do you have some bait or do you just want to pay me the cash? We have some chocolate! Perhaps it's that. I have bait. Let's see if this will work. Fancy chocolates? Yeah, these would definitely work. What kind of fish bites on a fancy chocolate? I'll take these off your hands and give you my fishing line. Hooray! We did a fetch quest thing. Yeah. Yeah, the food arguments have been epic and legendary in Discord. There is no one sandwich, I don't think. No one, yeah, because that bacon, no bacon, this, you know, this touch that, etc. It would be impossible. You couldn't even get a pizza that would satisfy everybody, I don't think. Hang on, now I've got fishing bait but no line. I did not think to steal through. No, you didn't, did you? And I said that at the time. No, that's all. Can't help me with anything else. Happy fishing. Without your line. Ha ha ha. Oh no, he's going to get angry now, isn't he? Hey, you know I hate being called that. He's a person who fishes, not a fisherman. Okay, okay. I feel that went well. So, they suggested here for the copper pot, so I guess we can try here. Copper pot and a piece of string. Well, just a copper pot, but... Sasha... Oh my god, don't tell me there's a spider in this. I'll not be happy if there's a big animated spider on the screen. I don't want to click it. Take it down a notch. Oh, okay, thank God. Harry Hippo's Pottery and Haberdashery. That name just rolls off the tongue. It's not too pricey. We're buying for a mad scientist, not the Queen of England. We've not seen a snake yet, no. Ah, Rue's odds and ends. Who was Rue? Rue was the child of the kangaroo that approached us for money at the very start, wasn't he? I think. Or she? Oh, is she Rue? I'm thinking of Winnie the Pooh. I know Rue is always the baby. They look familiar. I recognise you. Weren't you begging outside Chateau Crunier a couple of weeks ago? Yes, thanks for your generosity. Look at her hands! Oh, they put the money to good use. They started a business. It's no small feat to pull yourself out of the streets in today's economy. So we were right to give her money, yes. Discount? Well, we did help kickstart your enterprise. I suppose we are investors of sorts. Sorry, no discounts. You gave us a donation out of the generosity of your hearts. Because you're such nice people. But maybe we can help you out. What is it that you wanted? Maybe see your copper kettle. How much is it? 30 francs. I don't know how much I've got. It doesn't tell me. Oh, unless I click on it. Okay, I thought it was a hover it over thing. We'll take that. Faux show. Well, that was easier than I expected. Anything else? No, because we don't need string. Sure to come back if you forget anything. Hopefully she'll sell stuff that we might need in future cases then. That would be helpful. That would be helpful. Right, so now we can go back to the inventor. Or maybe we can only go here. At the moment, for some reason. Oh, cutscene. There he is. That's the rooster who shot the croque monsieur. What? Somebody shot the croc? What? I think we're getting close to unravelling this whole rebellion nonsense. Let's not dawdle, Ibsy, we're nearly there. Let me just deal with this letter first. Spam? I don't think so. It's from Cocorico. Oh, go ahead, let's hear it. JJ, if this letter reaches you uninterrupted, then it means that I have been captured or killed by the rebels. What? Last evening, the inspector gave me a tip-off on a midnight trade between the rebels and the croque monsieur on Rue de Marmosets. I intend to watch from the shadows, but I know that such a mission is a dangerous one. Wish me luck. If this is the last correspondence you'll ever hear from me, then I suppose I should end on a positive note. J-Dub, you are a good friend and an excellent lawyer. I'm sorry for belittling you all these years. Kind regards, Severin Cocorico. ... Is this for real? There's no way. This letter has to be some sort of setup. It's his handwriting. Where do you think he is? I don't know. Why would he go alone? I don't know. But we have to go help him, right? I mean, if that trade was at midnight last night and it's 10 o'clock now, he might still be okay. Maybe. I don't know. He doesn't know much, does he, today? Come on, Jada, pull yourself together. We've got to act fast while there's still time on the clock. ... Ibsy, I have a bad feeling in my gut. Well, yeah, me too. This letter is terrifying stuff. No, you don't understand. I know that if Severin isn't already dead now, he will be very soon, and there's nothing we can do about it. What does he know that we don't know? What are you talking about? You don't know that. I do, I'm certain. We've messed up. We've missed something. We've overlooked something vital, and now his fate is sealed. Oh my god, what? Have we actually caused this guy to get killed? Or is this an unavoidable part of the story. You're spouting defeatist nonsense. Come on, J-Dub, let's go and visit the Rue de Marmosets. We might find a clue. We surely can't have condemned him to death. Come on, Sparrison, keep up. Bibsy, brother. No time for wheezing. If Cocorico was last seen around here, then there has to be a clue nearby. Right. There's a pool of blood here. Great. It looks fresh. Cocorico's? I see drag marks heading towards that tunnel, which leads straight to the Seine. If I had to guess, someone was killed here last night and their body hastily disposed of in the river. But it was the crocodile, wasn't it? We saw. And I see several sets of bloody footprints too. Some are faint, but they head that way towards the main road. So he could still be alive. Let's see where they go. Oh, I hope that was the only thing I had to click on there. Okay. Here, footsteps lead right into Notre Dame. It seems that way. Unbelievable. Where's a friar when you need one? Forget the friar, let's keep following the blood trail and see where it goes. Wait a minute, J-Dub, shouldn't we get the police involved before we go any further? Oh, what do we think? I don't feel like we can trust them. What do you reckon? Get them involved or not trust? Do not trust. Isn't it the inspector's fault he was in that situation? I feel like it is, because he talked to him about something after we left the initial meetup, didn't he? Which was either the fact that J-Dub has changed his name, or was something else to do with the case. So, I don't feel like we can trust them, so... The inspector was the one that gave him the tip-off. What are you saying? You think the police are in on this? At this point, anything's possible. We have to stay focused on the trail. Hey, wait up! That leads straight down to... the sewers. Quack. Man, I'm famished. When is that mouthy parrot going to leave me my duties so I can go grab a snack? Not the parrot! Not our friend Piero, the uber fashionable parrot. Look at my hat! The trail keeps going. Hey, isn't that the conciergerie jailkeeper? Quack. It's Quack, you dummies. I had no idea you were a religious man, monsieur. I'm not. I had a career change. Private security pays much better than regular old jail keeping, you know. We don't have much time, so I'll keep it brief. We're following a trail that leads to the door behind you. We need you to let us pass. The door behind me? Ha! You idiots. That leads straight to the catacombs. You don't want to go there. Catacombs? Besides, just because I know how to get in doesn't mean I'm just going to let you pass. I've got a job to do. I have integrity. I promised to act as guard. That's what I'm doing. You want a bribe, don't you? Bingo! What you got? Here's 10 francs, here's a present, or here's my fist. I don't feel like we'd win in a fight with this guy. How much money have we got? 62. And what have we got in our box? No. No good as a gift. No good as a gift. Yeah, I don't think we've got anything we can give him as a gift, have we? I don't think we can punch him and get him to let us through, so we'll have to pay him. Here, for your troubles. 10 francs? What are you, trying to insult me? Oh, God. Okay, here's 10 more. Starting to warm up. What else you got? Fine, let's just keep going. Take it, you money grabber. Good enough. Door's right behind me. Go ahead. It's the doors to the catacombs. It's that simple. Yeah, it's that simple. But expecting a hidden bookcase or something? Go on, go look. I feel uneasy about this. What idiots. They're walking straight into a pitch black maze without even a torch. Oh, God. I wonder, will they get lost and starve? Or will they find the crazy lion girl and get shot? Oh, dear. I'm worried, you guys. Here goes nothing. They begin the descent. Oh God, we're gonna die, aren't we? Because we haven't got a torch. I knew an underground passage would be dark, but this is ridiculous. I can't even see my hand in front of my face. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, Sparrowson. I think that was the last step. Now it's just twisted tunnels ahead of us. I should take up smoking. If I smoked, I would have a match right now, and we'd be able to see where we're going. Plus, you know, all the health benefits. And I would probably be calmer. Keep it together, MC. I know, I'll unravel this loose thread from my jacket. We can just trace the strings to find our way back if we reach a dead end. That's a good idea. Well done. It's like Theseus and the Minotaur. Wait, there aren't any Minotaurs either, in there? Head of a bull, body of a bull, scary stuff. That's not actually... Never mind. Feels like there's a gap in the wall here. I guess the path branches. I can feel a slight breeze coming from the passage to the left. The air seems a little more stagnant to the right. Oh God! We sure we haven't got a... No, we haven't got a torch of any kind whatsoever, have we? I feel like cheap animation, isn't it? Just it's like we couldn't be bothered to draw anything for this bit. Oh dear. Well, in Lord of the Rings, I feel like they took the path that was that had air coming from it, so that feels like the natural thing to do. Let's head that way. The walls feel weird. Oh God, Ibsy, there's skeletons, there's skulls in the wall. That's not stone. What is it? Well, we're in a crypt. Oh dear. I thought we'd be dealing with one or two coffins, not walls of skeletons. Oh, keep it together, Ibsy. Severin's life is on the line. You're right, I have to stay focused. It looks like the path branches again. Are my eyes going funky from the darkness, or is there a glimmer of light coming from the right path? I see it too. There's definitely some light on that side. I'm guessing follow the light path. I'm really hoping nothing makes a sound that's really... We're not going to like get a jump scare because I will absolutely crap myself with these headphones on. Oh, good. It's definitely getting lighter. I can see my freakish hands again. But that might just mean we're getting close to an exit. Maybe this has been a wild goose chase. Hush. Listen. ... Voices? Voices. We're getting close. Wait, J-Dub. Aren't you scared? Terrified. Oh, okay. Oh. There they are. I'll ask one more time. What is your name? Oh, look at him, look! The evil lion lady is torturing him. And our friend with the fabulous hat. Ah. Are you with the police? The Royal Guards? Speak, bird! God, he looks rough. Tash, if you're still there, it's your favourite parrot. We've been here all night. He simply ain't talking. He didn't react to coaxing. He didn't react to torture. Maybe it's time to, you know, administer some justice. Justice? Heh, that word. Oh, the rooster finally crows. It was a bit choose your own adventure, wasn't it? I wonder what would have happened if we'd gone the other way. The top of Notch and Park. Nice. You want to know who I am? Fine. My name is Severin Cocorico. I am a public prosecutor for the Cour d'Assizes. Well, Sevi, it's been a pleasure, but we can't be having spies running around our base of operations now, can we? So without further ado, I hereby sentence you to... Wait a minute, Piero. This is no ordinary spy. Because he's a prosecutor? No, because he's the bastard that condemned my father 10 years ago. Oh. Are you sure? I had my suspicions when I saw his smug air of arrogance, his holier-than-thou glare. But now I know his name and occupation, there is no doubt. Do you remember Bird? Do you remember the trial of a homeless lion in the winter of 1835? What was your father's name? Jean Beaumont. What were his crimes? His only crime was trying to feed a starving child. He took a handful of vegetables from a grocer's stand, not out of greed, out of a sheer desire to see me survive. But he was seen by a policeman, another arrogant cockerel like yourself, actually. And he was thrown in jail. He was dragged to court. I had the privilege of watching the proceedings from the stands. I remember your sharp words. This man is a thief. This man is a scoundrel. He deserves the harshest possible punishment for his crimes. You didn't care about the consequences. You didn't care about why my father did what he did. This is like quite deep stuff, isn't it? All you cared about was fulfilling your lust to see a criminal behind bars. My father received a sentence of 5 years. He died on his 3rd. Yeah, you probably should feel a bit awkward about that, actually. Do you remember him? Mademoiselle, in all my days as a prosecutor, I have seen over thousands of cases. I'm not going to remember a single bread thief. You rotten conard! Conard? Can you hear the people sing? Is this very... I haven't seen Les Mis, so if this is a story from that, then I wouldn't know that. We're all just insects to you, aren't we? Who cares if a child starves on the streets as long as you put enough criminals behind bars to meet your quota? Am I right? Maybe. Your silence speaks volumes of your guilt. Severin Cocorico, you have been tried by the people of the Second Republic. We have found you guilty on the counts of conspiracy, of the murder of the Croque Monsieur, and on the murder of my father, Jean Beaumont. No, I have been found guilty. Mademoiselle, if you want to shoot me so you can fulfill your revenge fantasies, then by all means shoot me. But don't pretend for a moment that this mob resembles a court of justice in any form. A court of justice? Now there's a contradiction. Bird, you know nothing of justice. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Uh-oh. Shit just got real. Frere Remus, read this man his last rites. With pleasure, madame. Ah! Oh God. It's going to be down to us to save him, isn't it? I'm going to need your input here. Be ready to type. Make a move. Say something. Ah! What do we do? What do we do? I don't know. She might kill us if we speak up. There's more of them than there are of us, and they've got guns. Thought he'd be doing something shouty. It probably, yeah, it is more honourable because otherwise, if we stay silent, she'll either shoot him or she won't shoot him. If we speak up, she might just shoot him and then shoot us as well. But yeah, if we stay silent, then we're not going to save him that way, are we? I guess. So, yeah, you're right. Alright, I'm going in. I'm coming too. No, I need you to get out of here. Go find the police, Royal Guard, anyone. I'll stall for time. Jada! Okay, I'll go get help. Follow the thread of your coat, Ibsy. No. Do you have any last words? Just pull the bloody trigger and be done with it. Wait! He should have shouted objection. That was a perfect time to shout it. Wait! Wait! Wait. He's right. This is a terrible trial. There's no evidence, no defence, no examination of the facts. You've dragged a man off the streets and decided his fate based purely on your own prejudices and whims. Who the cluck does this bird brain think he is? He's already forgotten us. He's the one that gave us the advice before. I am this man's defence attorney. I am JJ J-Dub Falcon. JJ, what are you doing? Defence attorney? You're a raving loony is what you are. Or a spy. I've seen this monsieur eavesdropping on our conversations before. He cannot be trusted. Everyone, please hear me out. Oh. Ooh, who should we appeal to, guys? Fontaine the dog, Piero the parrot, or Frere Remus the frere? I don't think the parrot will listen to us because he's already yelling about it. Maybe the frere. But the frere wants us dead, we know this. That leaves Fontaine. Yeah. We'll go for that. Maybe we get to appeal to all of them. We've only met on a couple of occasions, but you seem like an intelligent and reasonable person. Why, thank you. I do consider myself to be reasonable. Surely you can see something wrong with dragging someone off the streets and executing them without a trial. Well, I want to see a better France, monsieur. A France with actual liberty for all. I don't enjoy violence, but I have no qualms with a traitor or two dying to achieve that noble goal. Means to an end, you know. Do you see, J-Dub? This man's death is inevitable. For the good of France, in the name of justice, he must be killed. Justice. There's that word again. Madame, I won't presume to know who you are or what you stand for, but shooting this man right now would not bring you justice. It would only serve to satisfy your desire for revenge. Justice. Revenge. What's the difference? Ooh. This is like philosophy 101 now, isn't it? What's the difference? The difference, I guess, is rationality, because you're perhaps not feeling, you're not rational if you're doing revenge. I guess. Justice is carried out on the basis of hard facts and logic. It isn't distracted by petty emotions. Even putting aside my emotions, I can see this bird's guilt. And this is your opportunity to prove it, madame. Show that you're a leader who acts with reason, not brute irrationality. Oh. Madame, surely you aren't entertaining the words of this heathen. Fine, J-Dub, we'll play this your way. We shall have a formal trial for the murder of the croque-monsieur. To be... Hold on. J-Dub technically doesn't know that the croque-monsieur's dead yet, because he thought the blood was Cocorico's blood. So why is he not like acting surprised that the crocodile is dead? I don't quite understand. Don't take me for a fool. You'll walk us straight into a trap. We'll have the trial right here and now. Here in the catacombs. Good place as any. We'll be needing a judge. Oh god, really? No, we're trying to form... Even she doesn't think he's stupid, so... We're trying to form a courtroom, not a circus. Oh. Just go see how the security is doing. We don't want any more spies wandering in. Rightio. Perhaps I can help. You know that I'm a pious man, after all. I don't think any of you are going to be particularly impartial, though, are you? Really? Okay, you can be our judge, and I will lead the prosecution. About the jury. With all due respect, I don't trust your peers to be impartial. Look around you. As you speak, we are being watched and judged by countless dead men and women. They shall be our jury. She's not quite grasped how a trial works, has she? That may work as a metaphor, but in practical terms... Practical terms, it's me you've got to convince Jodo. Convince me this bird is not guilty. After all, I'm the one who holds the gun. Okay. The trial is underway. He stands accused of the murder of the man known as the croque-monsieur in cold blood. Madame, please explain the details of what happened. Very well. Last night, at the stroke of midnight, 2 gunshots were heard on the Rue de Marmosets. Piero alerted us, and we managed to arrive before the police did. Not hard, given it's the French police. At the scene, I think you mean, I saw the man known as the Croque Monsieur, a good friend of ours, lying in a pool of his own blood. Standing over the body, I saw the murderer, still clutching his murder weapon. Am I to understand you did not witness the crime firsthand, you only saw the aftermath? Yes, but one of us did happen to see the incident itself. Oh great, it's this guy. Madam, I found this here pigeon running around our tunnels. Oh good, it's Ibsy. Oh, Ibsy. I am no pigeon, monsieur. He's a spy. What say I execute him right now? It's alright, he's with me. With you? He's my assistant, he carries my bags and stuff. Poor Ibsy, demoted to bag carrier. J-Dub, I trust you don't have any other assistants lurking around the corner. No. Then take your lackey out of my sight. You had one job, Ibsy, you just had to follow the string. Dear God. Psst, J-Dub. What? I saw someone lurking in the catacombs. I think he was watching us from the shadows. Another rebel? I don't know. But he got spooked when he saw me and he dropped this. A political pamphlet. Oh, it's the other wolf, surely. The one that was giving out the pamphlets in the town square? That's Judge Romulus though, isn't it? Yeah, you get back to your patrols, mate. Or not. Oh good, he's the witness. Brilliant. You witnessed the crime firsthand, did you not? I did. Then you can be our first witness. Go and stand in the centre. Okie dokie. Do I need to say an oath or something? Nah, we trust you. Do we though? Just tell us what you saw. Okie dokie. I saw it plain as day. Croque Monsieur was just minding his own business on Rue de Marmosets, when all of a sudden, this here brute of a rooster appeared with his gun in hand. Bam! The rooster fired. Croque slumped to the floor. Using the last of his strength, Croque Monsieur drew his own gun. Bam! The Croque fired back. So to clarify, Cocorico shot first. Yes, ma'am. No question there. What happened next? Well, I knew you guys were only a stone's throw away at the cathedral, so I ran to get your help. We all arrived back on the scene maybe a minute after I had left it. And there I saw the dead Croque Monsieur and the murderous Severin Cocorico with my own eyes. Thank you for your report, Piero. It's nothing, ma'am. You see, J-Dub? Piero is not the sharpest knife in the kitchen. True that. But he is honest to a fault. I would trust his word with my own life. I don't doubt his honesty, madame. Nonetheless, I would like to cross-examine him. Cross-examine? What does that mean? She's really never been to a trial, has she? I don't claim to be an expert of the law. That was always my brother's role in the family. But I think a cross-examination means that J-Dub would like to waste our time by asking pointless questions. Actually, it means I would like to make sure that his story holds up under scrutiny. Yes, I will be asking questions, but only questions that directly relate to the case in hand, unless Toya screws it up. Clearly a pointless stalling tactic, madame. Shall we put an end to the trial? No, we will let the bird have his little cross-examination. But I'm warning you, J-Dub, don't mess with me. Don't mess with you. If I get the slightest... Oh god, we're going to fail. The slightest inkling that you are rambling to stall for time, I will end this trial on the spot. Do I make myself clear? Start questioning his shoe size or the colour of the Croque Monsieur's underwear, and I will lose my patience. Yeah, I get it. Cross-examination! Oh god, so normally we get a bit of leeway with losing and gaining favour with the jury. I feel like we might not get that this time. Like we've got to get it right this time. Oh. Right. Okay. Okay, so let's think about it. We can see the questions before we choose to ask them, can't we? So, you say that Monsieur Coquerico fired first. Yeah, his expression was stone cold. That's just a statement, there's no point saying that. Was he threatened? Did it look like he was feeling threatened? Threatened? How? Well, did the croque-monsieur have his gun drawn? I don't think so. He drew his gun, but that was only after getting shot. I see what you're trying to argue, J-Dub. You think this may have been a self-defense killing. It's a... typo! Come on! It's a fruitless line of reasoning. The cockerel approached the crocodile. He is the one responsible for the encounter. Still... Hey, J-Dub, these guys were buddies with the croque-monsieur. You won't be able to convince them that his murder was justified. You'll have to focus on the facts, find an inconsistency and prove them wrong. You're right, let's try a different strategy. No. Right, okay. It's like I'm just genuinely scared to do the wrong thing. Why is BAM like a statement in itself? So the facts. Well, the fact is that he was standing on the street. I feel like this is like it was nighttime, so we could like go into whether he could actually how well he could actually see. What was he doing at the place? Well, there's. I don't know which of these would lead to that question though. Maybe this will ask. You say you saw the incident plain as day. Yep, plain as day. Crime occurred at night. In February, on an overcast, moonless night in an unlit alley. What's your point? It would have been too dark to see. So dark you could not possibly have identified them correctly. Hey, I swear I saw what I saw. What? Hang on. Hold on, J-Dub, you slipped up. You say the alley was unlit, but I distinctly recall there being lanterns over Rue de Marmosets. Oh, that's right, that's right. Oh, but we've got the glass, haven't we? To prove that they're not working? Maybe we're onto something? There's a gas lamp on every street. You're right, there are street lanterns over Rue de Marmosets, but they wouldn't have been any good. Because of the glass that we found! Just so excited! Did a thing. They were broken. They are completely non-functional. Ding! As proof, I present the shards of glass that line the alleyway. And Ibsy's foot. They originate from the panes of the broken lamps. And I've still got the holes in the sole of my shoe. Double proof. Clues for the win! I'm so pleased. So pleased with that. They could have come from anywhere. You could send one of your onionlings. Onionlings? What the hell's an onionling? I really want onion rings. Oh. You can send one of your minions, shall we say, to see the broken lamps for themselves if you want. And waste more time? I think not. This sounds like a No, it's not! It's evidence! Shut up! Shut up! Excuse me. I don't remember whether the street lamps were or were not broken, but I do remember that we had to use a torch to light up the scene. Yeah, you stick up for me, dog. Whose side are you on? I'm just saying, J-Dub might be right. It was particularly dark, so it's possible there weren't any lit street lamps. You saying I'm a liar? I thought we were buddies. Stop quibbling. Maybe the lamps were broken, maybe they weren't. It doesn't matter. I know that Piero's testimony is accurate because I personally saw the rooster at the crime scene 1 minute after Piero did. 1 minute? That's plenty of time for the real murderer to escape and for a passerby to stumble upon the scene, is it not? Yeah, you know it, lion. You must acknowledge this possibility. I acknowledge nothing. There is an inkling of doubt. You know that there is the slightest notion that Piero might be misremembering what he saw. Don't badger the prosecution, Monsieur J-Dub. I wasn't badgering. On to the next witness. Oh, hang on. What, we only get to ask him 2 things? There's someone among us who is something of a gun connoisseur, a man who knows everything there is to know about the craft of weaponry. Is it the dog? Get off the stand, Piero. I call Fontaine forward. Now, Fontaine, is it true that you are a gun specialist? Well, I hate to brag, but yes, I know about guns, their mechanics, their beauty. Have you heard about the revolver mechanisms America is developing? Wonderful stuff. Let's stick to the guns found at the crime scene. Tell us about those. Alright, very well. This is the gun found on Severin Cocorico's person at the time of the arrest. It is a standard issue percussion lock something gendarmerie pistol. 24cm length, 15mm caliber. Lots of police and soldiers carry these dull things. It is a gun that says, I am a reliable man of the law. That sounds like our Cocorico. Does it? He's always told me that the riding crop was his self-defense weapon of choice. It's strange that he had a gun in the first place. This is the gun found on the croque monsieur's corpse, clutched tightly in his hands. It is a turnover pistol, double-barreled, ivory handle, 20cm length, 13mm caliber. An exquisite and highly customised gun. It's one of a kind. Whoever used this weapon knew their stuff. He was a legendary arms dealer. It's no surprise that his personal weapon would be something so flamboyant. Okay. But what's really fascinating about the gun is the ammunition. See, the bore of the pistol has been fitted with a set of grooves. Please stop. I didn't call you up to hear you show off your gun knowledge. Tell us what you uncovered when you examined his bullet wound. What, he's a doctor as well? What? Alright, well, a lead bullet was embedded in the middle of his sternum and appeared to have a straight angle of entry. Should I be making notes on this? So he's been shot while he was standing. The other interesting point was that the outer clothes were singed. It only occurs if it's close enough to be directly burned by the gun's muzzle flash. I think he shot himself here. How close does a person have to be? Less than 3 meters, 5 at the very most. No chance that there was a rogue sniper on the rooftops. The killer was standing in the street themselves. As is plainly evident, only one person was found in the street at the time of the incident. Prosecutor Cocorico! Dramatic lines of tension. Well said, madame. I think you just unequivocally proved this bird's guilt. Oh, stop arsenicking you. Not so fast. I would like to cross-examine the witness. I don't think so. You're overstepping your bounds, bird. Let the lawyer try, Remus. When he fails, there will be absolutely no doubt to anyone in the room that Cocorico is nothing but a bloodthirsty murderer. You know what would be really helpful? Is if we could actually ask Cocorico what he was doing there and what he thinks happened. Perhaps we'll get to do that next. I don't know. Okay. So we can ask about each of the guns. We only got to do 2 questions last time, so I don't know if that's because we were annoying her and she didn't let us finish, or if you only get to do 2. That doesn't really help us much, does it? Honestly, don't know what to do. What a close range shot make a bam? He said 3 meters, didn't you? Between no more than 5 meters away. So I suppose it's not like it was pressed up to his body and it would have been muffled. I guess. Let's go with that. You mentioned that his clothes were singed. I get what you mean, but I don't know how to turn that into a question. His vest and jacket were slightly burned. Could something else cause the burn? I would like to see them. That's going to be a stalling thing, and that's going to annoy her. Could it have been caused by something else? Like what? ash from a cigar. Maybe. Well, I guess. Hold on, Fontaine. Jada, are you saying you know that the burn was caused by something else, or is this just blind guesswork? Oh god, I don't know. Don't think we have anything that will... Nothing here is going to prove that either way, is it? I just seen the description of that. You stare hard, but it doesn't seem to boil. If I say that, she's going to ask me for proof, and I can't prove it, can I? What guns had the croc brought? I can't click that, can I? I'm going to have to go back and ask something else. Please don't penalise me for this. No, because I don't want to ask to see them. God, this is so tense. How do people do this for an actual job? This one is the one that he's supposedly been shot with, so I guess ask about this. Are you sure the gun was fired? Anything on the list of guns? I don't know, I don't think we're allowed to see it now. It was something, no, I think it was something like 50 muskets, 3,000 musket balls, gunpowder and something else. I don't think it was as specific as like a description like that. I don't think there's any point. That's just going to annoy them. Is there a way to tell whether a gun has been recently fired? Well, that'd be quite hot, surely. That is an excellent question. Thank you. Yes, there are a couple of ways. For around a minute after firing, the pistol's barrel will be hot to the touch. That's a dead giveaway. But you could also check for gunpowder residue in the barrel and chamber. That would indicate that a gun has been fired since being cleaned. So by your own analysis, would you say that this weapon was fired last night? It's difficult to say. None of us thought to check the pistol barrel temperature at the time, so we can't use that method. If I check for gunpowder residue now, I see a little in the barrel. That could indicate a recently fired weapon, but it could also indicate a lack of proper maintenance. So basically you don't know whether this weapon was or wasn't fired last night. No, monsieur. If we cannot be certain whether he even fired the gun, this whole trial ought to be thrown out. Nice try, J-Dub, but he's still our prime suspect. He was standing over the body with the weapon in his hands. If that gun is not the murder weapon, then what is? This isn't working. Try another approach. Do you have another question about the pistol? No, because the other question was tell me about caliber. So that's a statement. Alright, we'll ask about the other pistol then. You were about to say something about the ammo before Madame Beaumont cut you off. Could you give us the details? Oh great, now he'll never stop talking. I'm glad you asked, J-Dub. See, as you probably know, most bullets are just small round lead balls, right? But that's not the case here. This particular weapon uses an advanced iron-tipped, aerodynamic, carefully grooved... Actually, it would be quicker if I just show you. Take a good look. This is an iron-tipped mini-A ball. It's very rare, top-of-the-line technology. Before last night, I'd never seen one of these in person before. As I said, he was a legendary arms dealer. It makes sense that he would have access to the latest weaponry. Oh my god, just proofread the text, will you? Ah, so annoying! Where did you find this bullet, Fontaine? In the turnover pistol's chamber. Right. Hold on, I'm confused. I thought the croque monsieur fired his gun. So how is it possible that his gun was still loaded with a bullet? The turnover pistol is double-barreled. This means it can hold 2 bullets at once, ready to be fired in quick succession. You see, you fired one bullet but died before he could fire the second. I trust you have no more questions. Okay. Where is the other bullet? What other bullet? The one he fired! There were 2 shots, one from the assailant and one from the crocodile. I scoured the scene for a couple of minutes, but I couldn't find it. It's a pity. It would have been great to have 2 of these magnificent bullets. Did anyone find the fired ball in his body? In Cocorico's body? Oh, you're asking if he was wounded? No, that much is plain to see. So again I must ask, where is this fired ball? Well, I don't have any clue. What are you trying to get at? Isn't it obvious? If the bullet wasn't embedded in the alleyway wall, then it wasn't embedded in Cocorico, then that means it hit the murderer who left the blood trail? Or is the blood trail from them dragging him back here? It's got to be it hit the murderer, hasn't it? I'm guessing. The real murderer. It must still be embedded in whoever attacked the croque monsieur. Ludicrous. It makes perfect sense. The double-barreled gun, the missing bullet. Fine, I'll humour you. Let's say a bullet did indeed hit the real perpetrator. What of it? Well, it's only been a few hours since the shooting. Presumably the person will still have the bullet lodged in them. Find the person with the unique iron Minier ball embedded in them, and you'll find the real murderer. That's reasonable, but we don't have the time or the resources to search every citizen of Paris to uncover an injured gunman. You don't have to search everyone in Paris. What? I believe the murderer to be someone in this very room. What? Oh, you think we have a traitor in our ranks? It's got to be this guy, right? The others are all just standing there like they're fine. This was obviously a planned attack. Someone invited Cocorico and the croque monsieur to the same place at the same time to create a setup. How have we accidentally solved this? Have we accidentally solved this? Only someone with a rebel's connections could engineer such an event. This is ridiculous. Are you clearly saying that someone in this room was shot last night? That's clearly untrue. Bullet wound can be concealed. Perhaps if you were all to take off your shirts. No, I'm not having everyone in the room stripped out of their knickers just to cater to your outrageous theory. If you can't think of a more reasonable way to prove your stray bullet theory, then we end this damn trial here and now. A more reasonable way. At that moment, a chill ran down Falcon's spine. He knew that his theory was true. It had to be true. But he also knew that he had no way to prove it. Madame, I assure you this will only take a moment if everyone could just take off their outer garments. Frere Remus, why don't you go first? I'm not saying that you're the murderer, but if you were to have a bullet wound, then... He's floundering, madame. Oh my god, she's gonna kill us! Ah! Oh god! Guys, I think it's gone wrong! Your respect for your comrade is admirable, and you display great valiance by leaping headfirst into the lion's den. No! But you failed to convince me of this presence. It's happening again! Not another word. We humoured you, we set up a court, and we went through the motions of a trial, and now the rooster's guilt has been formally proven. No, it hasn't! We have more evidence. Enough. The trial is over. Oh my god! I don't want to click it. If I never click it, he'll never die, right? How? I don't see what else we could have done. But it intervened and it said Falcon knew he was right, but he didn't have a way to prove it. So was there something we should have found that could have proved it? We didn't get any choice. Once that cutscene with the actual murder happened, we weren't given any choice as to where we could go. We could only go to those set locations in that order. There's nothing I don't think we could have picked up. Is there? Oh, I don't want to press it. witnesses need to find that the friar was the murderer. But how? It can't be the pen, again. If it's the pen, I swear to God, I'm going to be so angry. We found you guilty. Madame, please. Oh my God, I don't want to see him die. It's alright, I've made my peace. This is far from alright. Everything is not fine. Dying in the name of a new republic at the hands of rebels, there are worse ways to go. It was good enough for Robespierre, right? Severin. Oh my God! I didn't think she was actually going to do it. Oh my God! Please don't kill us! But we know all about you now. We know your name and like your history and everything about you. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure I would keep my beak shut, to be honest. I would go and tell them everything. John! A bird just died! Did you see? We failed to save him. I'm too traumatized to read it out. Oh God, she's gonna listen to him now. She shot him and the whole screen went black. I told you I'm not good with violence, John. Even static black and white violence. It's all in the brain. Oh God. No! Please don't shoot us right here and now. Okay. He hasn't been in the river yet, has he? You join us. Okay. That sounds preferable to being shot right now, so yes. It was all fine up until the point where our friends started getting killed. I worry for Ibsy Sparrowson now that something that his future might not be bright and shiny, that something terrible might happen to him in future episodes, acts. Somebody has to file the paperwork on the New Republic. I guess so. We're not prosecutors, we're defence, mate. Wouldn't that be a glorious job? You mean prosecute the Prime Minister or the King? We can discuss the specifics later. For now, I need to hear a decision. It's a hard yes! From me, thank you. Oh my God. Yeah, we're bad lawyers to be hiring, aren't we? We failed to save anybody so far. Oh my God. Literally every case we've failed. Oh my God, I'm terrible. A verbal contract has been made. So what happens now? Which one did we save? We didn't save anyone, did we? Oh God. Oh, they're gonna... Oh. Okay. Lead the way. We saved the prince, but at the fate of the swan. Can't be trusting these filthy lawyers. They're probably plotting revenge for their dead friend at this very moment. Well, much like you plotted revenge for your dead father. I do trust them. Throughout that trial, I got the impression that J-Dub was trying to de-escalate the situation, avoid violence. Such a viewpoint is naive, but it is exactly what we need in this revolution. But they will betray you. If they're stupid enough to even raise one feather against me, they will regret it! Oh my god, I'm traumatised. Your phone is at 5%. Trauma. Oh my god, it's 8 o'clock as well. I feel I might... You're living a wild life there, John. Almost as wild as J-Dub and Ibsy here. How did it go? Better than we hoped for. The rooster is dead and the madame has tasted her first blood. Heh! Amazing. Completely worth getting shot for. It was him! But how could we have proved that? I really do. I'm going to stop when we get to the next sort of cutscene. Not cutscene, map scene. A meddlesome falcon tried to disrupt the execution. Falcon? Really? That's a tenuous wretch. Don't worry, he floundered and bumbled around hopelessly. She thinks he's of some use, but really he's as good as dead. This is marvellous. Every piece is falling into place. Our dream will be a reality in no time at all. To reason, brother. To reason. Act 4, C. Fraternity. So much dots. Oh my god, enough with the dots already. It's getting annoying now. I hope you don't harbour too much hate for the madame. Well, I know that the rooster was your friend, but the madame does what she does for the good of France. Boy oh boy, this is awkward. You think. John, turn your phone off. Stop watching Twitch. Perhaps a round of drinks are in order. After all, this is a tavern. What do you say? Yes, more wine, please. I'll take a wine. Make sure it's a stiff one. Oh, maybe it does. Yeah, maybe there are other paths. 4C. So we've got 4C, which is like the third best result, I guess. I'll take 2. Very well. Piero, fetch our guests some drinks. It's your round. My round? No way. It's your turn. Turns don't matter. You still owe me for that omelette I generously paid for last Friday. You owe me for that coffee on Tuesday. You just killed my friend! Oh my god! Oh my god. Shut up with your mental maths. Listen, Ibsy, you need to go. Go? Yes. I'll create a distraction. Head straight for the back door. Is that a good idea? If we both stick around, we could end up dead as soon as we rub the lioness the wrong way. If we both run, they'll probably shoot us in the backs. So the way I see it, one of us running is the most viable option. Jada! Don't argue. Once you're out, find Valerti. Tell him what you've seen. Okay. So it's agreed. You get this round and I'll owe you 2 cents. Yep. I'll hold you to those 2 cents. Be right back. Don't you two move on nothing. He'll hold me to the 2 cents. That guy is such a miser. Anyway, I don't feel like sitting in silence. Let's talk to pass the time. I'm traumatised, man! For God's sake! Ah. I have a gun question. That's going to distract him, isn't it? John has run out of percent. I think it's like 5, 3, 2, none. I'm surprised it's like lasted that long. A gun question? Do go on. Ooh, what shall we ask him? See you later, mate. Go and charge it for God's sake. I guess whichever one of these we ask him, he's going to like waffle on. What's better, flintlock or percussion cap ignition systems? What a delightful technical question! But I'm afraid there's no dispute here. Percussion caps are the future, hands down. You see, flintlocks are unreliable. A little light drizzle, and like 77. Bye, John. Thank you for coming. Thank you for buying this game, which is maybe sad. The ignition system no longer functions. The gun becomes worthless. Whoosh, he's gone. We didn't even see him go. A percussion cap will always work as long as it's built correctly, as long as the gun has enough gunpowder. Hiya, Robin! How much does a brass cap cost compared to flint and steel? It's a little pricier, I think. Alright, I brought drinks. One for me, one for you, and one for... Hey! Where's the little one? The little one? He's right... Oh. Mad! I lost him. You lost him? How did you lose him? I was gone for 2 minutes. I think I dropped the ball on this one. Ah, she's going to string us up for sure. We should make up a cover story. We can't let her find out about this. We're in this together now, guys. Oh god, she's here. Oh no. Dropping you in it, guys. Dropping you in it. Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here weren't paying attention, and they let Ibsy walk away. Madame! She's going to shoot them now, isn't she? We can explain. I give you two bozos one damn job. Sigh. It doesn't matter. The little bird was dispensable, but J-Dub isn't. What's important is that he's still here. Oh, Robin. Robin. He hasn't eaten any more poison. We did some investigating. It was going well. And then, do you remember the snooty cockerel from court, who was the prosecutor against our defence in the other cases? He decided he got a tip off to go and catch the croque monsieur, who, by the way, is a crocodile. We met him. He went to meet him, and he's been framed for his murder by these rebel guys, which is the parrot, the dog, and the lion, who's on the other side of the screen. And we traced him down to the catacombs where they had tortured him, and we had to do a fake trial to try and convince them that he was innocent. And we failed, and the lion shot him in front of us. And now our friend is dead. It was traumatic. So now they have convinced us to join them, and as their revolutionaries lawyer. But we've just managed to get Ibsy to escape. So hopefully he will indeed run to the police. I was genuinely shocked. I kind of knew you could see it was going to happen, and I still didn't think it would happen. I thought it wouldn't happen. And then she just shot him and the screen went black. So now we are stuck working with the revolutionaries. We are the bad guys now. Unless Ibsy and the police can save us. Here she is, cocky ass lioness woman. Let me quickly fill you in. As you promised. I'm traumatised still. Stop trying to give me admin to do. My god. We're planning to form a protest, an enormous protest on the 14th of this month. We intend to draw a massive crowd at the Place de la Concorde. Hang on, this feels like we should be writing it down. 14th of... It's February at the minute, isn't it? February. Place de la Concorde. And the Tuileries Garden. A march across the Tuileries? You intend to storm the Louvre? Could be a bluff. What, this protest or the actual shooting our friend thing? It's the Palais Royal. I'll write that down. Peaceful uprisings have a habit of turning violent, don't they? They do. Exactly. We can't let the leaders of this country escape amidst the chaos. They must be tried for their crimes against the French people. On that note, I want you to lead the prosecution. You want me to prosecute the King of France and the Prime Minister. They are both responsible for the rampant inequality that plagues this country. The day of the revolution, we will drag both of these overpaid bourgeois onto the streets, and you shall prosecute them there and then. I think I understand. Prosecuting them for crimes against humanity, I suppose. It could certainly be done. If I were to interview a lot of citizens, gather a lot of evidence, file some paperwork, I could probably prepare a case in around 2 months. Yeah, we've got like 3 days, I think. We don't have the luxury of time. Use your ingenuity on the day, just like you did in the catacombs. You saw how well that went! It didn't go well! I have no ingenuity. I failed. You can't be serious. The wheels of the revolution are already turning. The revolution will ignite in under a week. The question on my mind is, what do we do with you until then? Yeah, like you did before. Leave him with us. We'll keep a good eye on him. After seeing the atrocious job you did guarding the little bird, I think not. I'll have to guard you myself, Jada. You will spend this week at my side while I complete our preparations. At your side? All day and night? Absolutely. I'm not letting you out of my sight for 1 minute. That seems excessive. You can trust me, madame? No, I can't. You promised to help me, but I know that you don't actually believe in the cause of the Second Republic. If I give you 1 grain of freedom, you will undoubtedly flee. This meeting is over. Come along, J-Dub. Oh no, J-Dub is under the thumb now. Oh god. Cutscene. Oh, Ibsy has made it to the police guy. While we were sitting in the tavern, J-Dub gave me the opportunity to escape. He created a distraction and I sneaked away and went straight to the police. And then you called a meeting and, well, here I am. So yeah, that's the whole story. I see. So Cocorico died at the hands of the rebels. I told you they were rebel scum. Damn them. That's right. And J-Dub... No! J-Dub revealed his true colours as a traitor. No! 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 No, that's not right. He's not a rebel. He's playing along to save his own life. Oh my god, it's all going wrong! Don't be so naive, Ibsy. Put the puzzle pieces together. J-Dub willingly leapt into the lion's den for the specific purpose of siding with the rebels. What? He let you escape because he could see you weren't truly sympathetic to their cause. That doesn't make sense at all. J-Dub has never shown his rebellious streak. He had an injury, Pi. He's like Napoleon, but he's not Napoleon. I'm not sure what about this arm. Because he's got a cane, so he's obviously got a hand somewhere, I'm guessing. But anyway, tell me, Ibsy, what do you know about J-Dub's past? Not a lot. He's a private person. Has he ever told you what he did during the July Revolution, before he changed his name? Before he... No, he hasn't told me anything, really. Oh my god, we're breaking up the bromance, guys. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. Oh god. Ibsy, let me tell you about the man they call the Viridian Killer. Isn't Viridian a city in Pokemon? Oh. Okay. Who are we going to be then now? I don't really understand. So this is where they're aiming to get the royals. This is where they're going to march from. And this is the market. On my way to Viridian City. I thought it was. It sounded familiar. Let me guess, you have a weapons supplier somewhere around here. Or maybe this is where you plan on meeting an informant, a government defector. It's as good a meeting spot as any. Actually, I'm here for groceries. There's no need for that look. You think that just because I'm a gun-toting rebel I don't need to buy food? Please save us, kangaroo people, please! Oh god, she's friendly with them. What? Something big went down here yesterday. A policeman! A nasty, ugly policeman! Let me guess, bullying people onto revealing secrets of on the whereabouts of the revolutionaries. Well, that's how it started, man. Same old bullying tactics. He was pushing around this old beggar rat who hangs around the market sometimes. But then, when the rat wasn't speaking up, he drew his gun and shot him! The policeman shot the beggar, just like that. Yep. Then the coward cop went and ran before we could turn on him. I find this difficult to believe. A policeman would not openly shoot a beggar without just cause. Open your eyes, J-Dub. This is the regime us Parisians live under. We are ignored by the government, oppressed by the police, and hanged by the courts. Why do you think I'm fighting so hard to make a change? We can't put up with this sort of bullying. No, this can't be right. Something has to be missing from Sultan's story. Do you... God, we're going to cross-examine her in the market. They are cute, aren't they? With their creepy hands, with their long, spindly fingers. Ugh. Ask away. Make it quick, J-Dub. Do we get to ask all the questions? What did he look like? I didn't get a good look, of course. He was tall and ugly and mean-looking and. He had one eye! One eye. Yeah, I had one of those pirate patches. There's no way. Ring any bells, J-Dub? Yes. I know a man that fits this description, but it simply couldn't be him. He's bitter, but he's morally righteous. I can't imagine him shooting an innocent person so recklessly. It really is pie, isn't it? It's Napoleon bird. Don't let your bias towards the justice system affect your judgment, J-Dub. If you think you know who did this, please name and shame him. He's a bad burb. And I feel like we should dob him in. Bite my tongue till I'm a little more certain. Anything else? If a policeman did shoot an innocent person, there would surely be an investigation. Your naivety knows no bounds, J-Dub. You think the police care if one of their own is out of control? Actually, there was one bloke asking around, but I don't think he was a policeman. Oh. He was this charming fox. It's our friend. It's our friend Remus. Not Remus, he's the wolf. Our friend... Renard. Renard, yes, there you go. Friend of yours, J-Dub? Sort of. We should probably pay him a visit to see what he's up to. Pay him a visit? I suppose we can set aside a little time. Anything else? Who was the rat? Didn't really know him well. None of us did. He was a loner who hung around asking for scraps of food and cents. I don't even know his name. That's so sad. Did he have no family, no means of support? Would he have been a beggar if he was? Do you know how many beggars there are in the streets of Paris? How many people go hungry? How many people are forced to turn to crime? Well aware, asking these questions to see if there's a reason why that particular rat was killed. But no. It appears that it was the loss of one unnamed beggar, a rat among many. It's tragic. There are no more questions for the kangaroos. Oh my god, they love the lion. Oh, god. Stay safe. Stay indoors! Oh god, something tragic's going to happen to the kangaroo, the baby kangaroo, isn't it? That's the only way it could go, really. Everything has gone so well so far. Obviously something we're going to do is going to make some terrible decisions. The kangaroo's going to die. Let's go and see Renard. Maybe we can signal to him that we need help. Visitors, Monsieur Volpez, visitors. What do you hope to accomplish in this sleazy back alley establishment? That's not very nice. Look at all those books. It's not sleazy. My back alley office is perhaps a little cluttered and eclectic, but I resent the accusation of sleaze. Monsieur Volpez, Madame Beaumont, a friend of mine. Madame, Renard Volpez, private investigator at your service. It is a pleasure to meet you, Madame. Do not fall for her, Renard. How stoic. I'm sure you have some pressing questions to ask, but before we get started, there is something I must tell you. Monsieur Ibsy dropped by earlier. He informed me of your situation. Ibsy, is he okay? Oh yes, he's now working with Inspector Valerti, attempting to unravel the rebel plot. Oh, the bromance has been split! This is terrible. It appears your lackey has solidified his position as a traitor to the Second Republic. Perhaps, perhaps not. Ibsy does not strike me as a person who sides with any ideology. But, you know, he asked me the most peculiar question. Would you like to know what it was? Yes, of course. Oh, God. It would cost 30 francs. I've got 32 francs. But we need to know it, don't we, soon? So on to the question. Sparrowson asked if you were the Viridian killer. Whoa! What? He thinks we're the murderer from the past? The one responsible for the random bombings during the July Revolution 18 years ago. Why on earth would he ask that? Perhaps the inspector has been telling him stories. What did you tell him? The truth, of course. That is, I have no idea who the Viridian killer is, but I know it couldn't possibly be J-Dub. Oh, and how do you know that I'm not the Viridian killer? Heh, J-Dub, please. I'll screenshot that. You're a semi-drunk bumbling oaf, not a ruthless killer. Anyway, I've started my own investigation into the Viridian killer. It's fascinating stuff. He was seen in multiple places at once, which leads some to believe he was actually more than one person. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure, because they mentioned as well, like, living up to his father's reputation, didn't they? I think that was that Cocorico that said that about him? Something about you'll never be as good as your father was? Which leads me to believe that perhaps he's not. Is he the son of a different great barrister or something? Lots of details. Do you know why they call him, or should I say them, the Viridian colour? Because they like playing Pokemon? It's a greenish colour, isn't it? No, I don't have a clue. Crimson colour would be a much cooler name. No one knows the origins of the name, which leads me to suspect that he or they chose their own name. Fascinating, truly fascinating, but can we return to why we're here? No, I want to know more about the Viridian killer. Meh. We heard you're investigating the murder at Leon. I was. That victim was a friend of Mousie's. Oh, poor Mousie. More of an acquaintance, really. Well, whatever. We want to know if you uncovered anything. Did you find any leads? Any juicy clues? No. It's a peculiar case. You heard that the murderer wore an eye patch? Yes. You know what that implies, don't you, Falcon? J-Dub, even. You only know one police officer, or indeed one person who wears an eye patch. Where is his picture? Hello, Sammy Dog. Sammy Dog just came home. There he is. The inspector. But that can't be right. You wouldn't describe him as a murderous man, would you? Murderous? I don't know. He's certainly passionate about finding the Viridian killer. Oh, thank you, Jackie. What a star. Who's to say he wouldn't kill in the pursuit of his arch enemy? I want to solve this mystery as much as you do, but time is pressing and we have, like, a revolution to attend to. Let's go. Understood. Till next time, monsieur. Goodbye and good luck. It was a pleasure meeting you, madame, he said, leering at her. That lioness looked pretty angry. Oh, is that why you did that then? Go on, Pie. See her off. You know you want to. Is this revolution going to end in blood, monsieur? Just like in 1830? I'm going to have to stop here anyway, because husband and dog have just got home, so we need to have our dinner now. This is your last chance, Pie, if you wanna drop 2 bits in to get the badge back. Do. No time for bit wars now. No, we'll save it for next time. Oh, cow home! That's so nice. Thank you so much. That cheers me up no end compared to the trauma that we've been through. Oh my god, so much death, so much death. The bits make the death seem less painful. When your partner plays this game, are you gonna watch and/or add influence at all? Do you think? I need to know that there's another alternate universe where Cocorico doesn't die, and how that goes. If you do, please tell me. Please, I don't know, film it or something so I can see what happens, because I really want to know. I'm sure it's on YouTube or whatever, but it would be nice to know that someone from our little world actually managed to save him. Yeah. Difficult times. She's not averse to walkthroughs. Oh, I like a walkthrough too. The only reason I haven't done a walkthrough is because I'm streaming it, and I thought it would be better to actually play it as a real playthrough kind of thing. So, right. Okay, so yeah, so I'm going to go and have my dinner. I'm sure you're all going to go and have your dinners and do stuff and whatnot. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for sticking with me through the trauma and the moment of silence. Yeah, Monday I'm going to be playing a new game called Kinseed, which some of you know of, because I know some of you are also signed up to get the closed beta download of it, which comes out on Sunday. So instead of Stardew, I'm going to have a go at streaming that and see what it's like, because it's brand spanking new and shiny and probably full of bugs, but hey, how often do you get to actually stream something brand new for the first time? Yeah, so we'll do that. I would do a raid, but I'm hungry, so if you want to go watch someone else, feel free to go and watch someone else. Cheers all, and I'll see you in Discord and next time. Bye.